Hi, Pastor Billy Burke here. So good to be with you here on this Monday, November the 2nd. And we're right on the cuspice of a very, very major election. I'm sure you know that by now. Tomorrow, November the 3rd, 2020, we vote. The population of the United States of America, we vote for the President of the United States, Vice President, the Senate, the House. This is a big, big, big election. Some are calling it maybe the biggest election in recent years, some in history. You know, I just want to call upon our partners and our friends to really take today, tomorrow, and really throw up some prayers. Release some faith. Not just for the election. The election, of course, is center stage. It's the citadel. It's the prize of everything that we're praying for, that God would have His perfect way. You know, Romans 12 talks about the good, the acceptable, and the perfect will of God. That's what we want. And we trust that through this system, it's a flawed system, but it's a system. And God uses this system. Remember, God never ordained politics. Man wanted a king. God wanted to be Israel's king, but Israel didn't want him as king. They wanted a man. So there you have Saul. Saul was the birth of politics. And man has never since then been able to govern himself. Never. It's always been a flawed system. Better than nothing, I guess many would say. So enter us, enter the believers, enter this remnant in the earth that sees things a little different than maybe some other people. Everybody has their personal belief, a philosophy. Some have inherited through their ancestors. Some picked it up from their heroes. Some just from their personal study. And some, yet, from the scriptures themselves. I'm not quite sure where you are along these lines. But I would say that your prayers, God, have your way. Show me what I'm to do. But after you do those two things, those are the two important things. God, have your way. Lord, show me what to do. After you do those two things, the next best thing we can all do is say, Lord, let the people have an encounter. Let them have an epiphany. Let them have an experience this election like none other. That neither party has all the answers or even close to it. All of these issues with health care and immigration, all these moral and legal issues, the courts, there's such a battle. There's such a presence of both evil and righteousness. And I mean it, and when you get in the mix of it, there's good people on both sides. And there's church people on both sides. So what I want you to do is I want you to pray, yes, that Lord, have your way. And yes, Lord, show me what to do. But Lord, let all see that only you have these answers. And that if we would humble ourselves and call upon you, only you can heal our land. The answers to what mankind needs in these United States, I mean the world, but we're dealing with these United States, isn't in the next politician, isn't in the next election. The next election, the next president, yet will still be a mortal man. Feet of clay like you and I, just in a different level, called for a different season, appointed to a different assignment. Very vital, very important. But wouldn't this be great if eyes were opened and we began to see cross-party lines? Well, we need God in this. Call it a revival, an awakening, call it the third wave, call it we need help from heaven, whatever. But something has to be recognized. that all these people that go to churches, that, yeah, they all go to church, but people have different levels of experience. One man goes to a zoo and he sees a big bear, a big grizzly bear in the zoo. He stands behind a rail, stands behind a protected wall, and he looks at the big grizzly bear, and he's enamored by the size of the bear and the beauty of the bear, how the bear can stand up, and the strength of that bear. And if you go at feeding time, you get to see the bear actually rip apart a chicken or some piece of meat that's dropped into the ecosystem where he is. That's an amazing experience. But then there's a man that was in northern Canada or in the Rockies, and he runs into a grizzly bear in the open field. He's fishing, he's hunting, he's hiking, and here comes a grizzly bear standing up right in front of him. Same bear, same kind of bear. Both had an experience. Which one do you think is a more relative, more real, deeper? The man that saw this bear in the zoo, or the man that was on a trail and stood face to face with a killer bear? I say the man in the woods, the man on the trail. And that's what we have today. We have a lot of people that have an experience with their church and some level of experience with even their God. But we have other people who've surrendered more. That's the only way you get more experience, is to give your mind over more, your heart over more. To do your best to say, Lord, I can't do any better than what I'm doing, and my will is weak. My spirit's strong, but my will is weak, and I'm going to surrender to you. And when you surrender, then you get more invasion of the power of heaven. Your experience changes. Now God can enlighten you. Now you become the man on the trail, not the man in the zoo. And what you begin to realize is not Democrat and not Republican. Yes, I'll do my job as a citizen, but neither of those really has the depth of what is needed. Oh, how we need a spiritual awakening. How we need what some of the pioneers had in the early days. We need some of those Old Testament, New Testament encounters where a bush burned and a voice talked, where the skies opened and a dove came down. We need some of that stuff where Daniel saw handwriting on the wall and actually saw the print of a hand. I mean, these are experiences that have yet to begin to take place in abundance. And I do believe that God has them in the queue, lined up to be released. They're coming to a neighborhood near you very, very soon. And the actor and the actress and the leading cast is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. They're coming to a neighborhood near you. I mean, it's going to be an amazing time. But wouldn't it be great that if through this election you learned the importance of your vote and your prayers, but more than ever, wow, no matter who it is, how can a man, how can a cabinet, how can human government handle the weight of what's broken in these United States or in this world? The evil empires of our day, the tyrants, the leaders, the bloodthirsty, those that hate the Jewish people, hate Israel, hate us for loving Israel. And that's what the Bible did prophesy would take place in the end of days, the last of the days. We're moving in that direction. How far down the road are we? We don't know exactly. But I would say that by the value and the importance of this election, we are moving very close to an eye-opening encounter with the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Come on, I want you to be praying today, tomorrow. I want you to make sure you vote. But I want you to really get a reality, a deeper experience I want you to go from seeing the bear in the zoo to seeing the bear on the trail. Or I want you to go from just going to church and watching God through other people and hearing Him through other people and just hearing Him through the Bible characters to what? On the trail, having a deeper experience because you need Him more. The only way you'll have a deeper experience with the Lord is if you realize, I need you more. For daily life, for the future life, family life, my dream stage, I need you more. Oh, I pray that's so. That's your word for today. Numbers at the bottom of your screen. Call there. They're waiting to pray for you. And when you call, please consider sowing a seed. We're coming down to the end of 2020. We're planning 2021 for virtual crusades, to get back into the public circle crusades, and to hire some people. We just can't handle all of the growth that's happened during this shutdown. Yeah, we have grown through the shutdown. If I told you, maybe we'll take a program and talk about that. But I do need your prayers, and I do need your financial support. It makes a difference. So if you like the ministry, so many call and say, we love you, we love the ministry, we're so blessed by it, please support it. Can't you do something today? You can go to billyburkedonation.com. You can call that number on the screen. There's information on a text to give, all of this, and it does make a difference. Okay, I'm going to go, but till I see you again, remember Mark 10:27, with God, all things are possible. I want you to pray. I want you to vote. Make sure you get out there. God bless you.